everyone, I'm here with your astrology weather. I want to say thank you to everybody who sent me really nice notes of condolences and stuff last week. If you've been watching, the week before one of my uncles passed away, and then last week I went out to Calgary to go to the funeral and stuff. So there wasn't a lot of videos last week, and I did film an astrology weather, but I don't think I had time to put it up. So I'm back this week with that, but I wanted to thank everyone for the really lovely comments and for your condolences. I really do appreciate that, and I'm trying to get back to regular schedule this week. So let's talk about what's going on this week of December 4th to the 10th. So yesterday, December 3rd, we had a full moon in Gemini. So whenever we have a full moon, it's when the sun and the moon are opposite. So sun is in Sagittarius, moon is in Gemini for this full moon. It's at 11 degrees of Gemini. And so Sagittarius is all about philosophy and the big picture, and Gemini is about the details. So it's asking us to look at our ideas and have we missed anything? Have we missed any of the details? It's asking us to re-examine some of those ideas and belief and big picture things and think about how we can put them into the everyday and into the small, into, you know, like taking the big ideas and then breaking them down to something more manageable, into something that can fit into our everyday lives. So that's what this particular full moon is about. We had a Mercury retrograde as well, start yesterday at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, and it'll be going until December the 22nd. So as always with a Mercury retrograde, we have them about 3 times a year. It's a time to go over things, to redo things, to re-look at things. So it's not all negative. I mean, no Mercury retrograde gets bad rap, but you know, give yourself extra time if you need to travel somewhere. It's a time where we're more likely to lose things like keys and tickets, so make sure you're double checking and you're putting them back in the same spot all the time so you can find them again. Also, it's a time where there might be miscommunication, so if somebody says something to you that doesn't sound right, ask them what they meant by that, or say, this is what I heard, what do you mean by this? Or ask them for clarity so you can really understand what it is or where they're coming from, because miscommunications are more likely at this time. So we start off the week on Monday with the moon in Gemini. Then there's a void moon at 1:13 p.m. and void moons are where the moon is not making any aspects and it's not a good time to start something new. It's time to just go with the flow, relax. The moon then moves into Cancer at 2:37 p.m. and these are all in Central Time on Monday, December 4th. And moon in Cancer makes us more nurturing. We think more about mothering people, or maybe about our own mothers. We're more emotional, and we're also more creative and imaginative as well. And so that's starting on Monday. And then on Monday as well, we also have Jupiter trining Neptune, and that's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is a time where we're more interested in things like the spiritual, the paranormal, and we want to talk about magic, but it's also a time where we may be more deluded, or we may be fooled by something. We're more likely to kind of have the wool pulled over our eyes, so retain your skeptical hat on early in the week. Then on Tuesday, moon remains in Cancer all day. We have Chiron, who is a retrograde, going direct, so moving forward on that day. So he's been stationed at about 24 degrees, and now he's starting to move forward of Pisces. So this is a time where we're moving forward with our healing processes. So we may have been re-examining a lot of things from the past, and now we want to move forward. We want to know, okay, I've been thinking about this. How do I move forward? What do I do with this information that I've received? What am I going to do next? And so Tuesday, there's a lot of talk about those kind of things. Wednesday, we have a void moon at 11:56 a.m. and then the moon moves into Leo at 2:37 p.m. on Wednesday. And Wednesday's a busy day astrologically. The moon goes into Leo, and so we're a little more dramatic. We definitely like to make an entrance. It's a good day to take in a show, or if you're in some kind of show or performance, it's a good day for that. We want to make a grand entrance. We're more outgoing than we were when the moon was in Cancer. Mercury's pretty active that day. He has a conjunct with Saturn. So our learning may be restricted, or expressing our ideas, we may feel restricted in this area, but it is a really good day to get organized. It's a good day to organize things. It's a good day to prepare for things. Mercury also has a sextile with Mars, which tells us that it's a good day to take action on our ideas. It's a good day to, we feel more motivated to take action on things, to talk about the actions that were taken. And then Mars has a sextile with Saturn that day. And so Mars is motivating us to get organized. So organization is key on Wednesday. Thursday, the moon remains in Leo. So again, we're very creative, we're outgoing, we want to put on a show, so to speak. We're very dramatic. And then Friday, there's a void moon at 4:40 p.m. And then the moon moves into Virgo at 5:09 p.m. So we spend most of the day in Leo, and then we move over to Virgo. And Virgo is the sign where we were more detail oriented, we're more organized, we're more work focused, more health focused. So we're a little more get down to work, whereas Leo, we wanted to have fun. So that's what's happening on Friday. And then Saturday, there's no major aspects that day. We have the moon in Virgo, so it's a good time, you know, if you're working on things, getting organized, organizing your house, maybe catching up on some loose ends, things like that. And then Sunday, we have an active astrological day. Moon remains all day in Virgo that day too. And then the sun has a sextile with Ceres, what am I looking for? What word am I looking for? I can't think of the word. It's not a planet. Anyway, Ceres, who's in charge of nurturing and nurturing motherhood, food, that kind of thing. So we have a desire to nurture ourselves. And also this is a good day if you want to like cook a big meal or try something different with food. It's a really great day for that. We have Mercury trining Uranus that day, so we're looking at our big picture ideas that day, and we may be inspired, we may find inspiration that day from someone from a different generation, whether that's older or younger that day. It's also a good time to learn technology or work on a computer that day. And then we have Mercury trining Athena as well. Asteroid, that's the word I'm looking for, the asteroid, in charge of our sense of strategy. And so it's a good time for us to stretch our creative and intellectual abilities, to look at new ideas, to try new creative things, and to, you know, try new skills. We also have Venus squaring Neptune. And so again, we're attracted to the mystical, but we may get the wool pulled over our eyes, especially in romantic relationships. We're more susceptible to flattery. We're more likely to be deluded about things. So it's not a good time to like start a relationship. We also may get rejected by somebody romantically, and it's telling us that this is actually protecting us, that that person isn't right for us if that's the case for you. But our danger with this is overusing drugs or alcohol that day. So be moderate on Sunday. So that's what I'm seeing for the week of December 4th to 10th. So kind of an up and down week. Mercury's quite busy this week, and so it's asking us to really to be organized with things, and especially being a retrograde. Being organized isn't a bad thing, and it's probably a good time to re-examine our organizational systems and how we go about things this week. So that's what I'm seeing is kind of the major theme that's going on with the planets. If you have any questions or any comments, please put in the links below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time.